shall cause
darkness seek to reach all the corners of the earth.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to a brand new episode of RoundUp. And look who's back.
That's right, I am back, but not for long, because we've got a surprise that we've been keeping for you.
That's right. But as always, let's see what we have coming up in today's episode.
Coming up, we have a special report on the situation in Gaza. Then we head to France to visit an iconic landmark. And finally, a fun look back at the Season 3 of RoundUp.
Ooh, a recap of Season 3. What do you think that means?
Well, I'm not sure, but we'll probably find out later, right?
Exactly. But for now, as always, let's head over to Urshman. Assalamu alaikum, Urshman. What's in the news this week?
Wa alaikum assalam, Nasir and Ghanibai. Kenya launched fresh mediation talks between South Sudan's transitional government and opposition group this week. The groups had refused to join a 2018 peace deal to end a civil war between the government and armed factions. The conflict has crippled South Sudan's economy for years. The country is suffering from intercommunal conflict over resources and a climate crisis, which have created a dire humanitarian crisis. The war in Sudan has also led hundreds of thousands of refugees to flee into South Sudan. Australia announced it will hold a parliamentary inquiry into the negative impacts of social media platforms. The platforms have significant reach and control over what Australians see online with very little oversight. Australia's Prime Minister criticised platforms for not being quick enough to remove violent posts on Facebook, TikTok and X. His government is already in a legal fight with Elon Musk's X over an order asking the platform to take down videos of stabbing attacks in a church bishop in Sydney last month. A South Korean company that broke a Guinness World Record showcasing thousands of drones did a repeat performance this week. 4,500 drones were put on a dazzling display at the World Drone Light Show. Another 1,000 firework drones were also used in the display. Earlier this month, the company set a record for the most unmanned aerial vehicle airborne at the same time. They used over 5,000 drones to break the record on the 1st of May. Jazakallah Nasir and Ghanibai, that's all from me this week.
Jazakallah Urshman for the top stories.
Now it is time for us to join Rahil for this week's Friday Sermon Summary.
That's right, here's some of the points taken from this week.
Assalamu alaikum, dear brothers and sisters, and welcome to this week's Friday Sermon discussion. Today, we're diving into the expeditions from the life of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, as recounted by beloved Huzoor, Ayyadullah Ta'ala bin Nasr al-Aziz, in his recent Friday sermon. We're delving into two significant expeditions from the time of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. These expeditions not only showcase the strategic brilliance of the Prophet, but also highlight his profound compassion for humanity. First, beloved Huzoor mentioned the expedition of Banu Salama. During Muharram 4 AH, the Battle of Uhud had just concluded, and within the aftermath, the Banu Asad tribe was plotting an attack on the Muslims. The Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, swiftly devised a plan. He appointed Hazrat Abu Salama radiyallahu ta'ala anhu to lead an expedition against the Banu Asad, aiming to spoil the assault on Medina. Hazrat Abu Salama and his companions embarked on a mission, swiftly crossing unfamiliar land to catch the Banu Asad off guard. Their strategy pays off, with the Banu Asad fleeing upon realizing the Muslims' approach. Despite not encountering any foes, the expedition serves as a testament to the Prophet's, peace be upon him's, proactive approach to safeguarding his community. Now, let's shift our focus to the expedition of Hazrat Abdullah bin Unais radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Following the Battle of Uhud, tensions escalated as the Banu Lahyan tribe, under the leadership of Khalid bin Sufyan, possessed a threat to Medina. Rather than resorting to conventional warfare, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, employs a unique strategy. He, peace be upon him, selects Hazrat Abdullah bin Unais radiyallahu ta'ala anhu for a secret mission to eliminate Khalid bin Sufyan, the mastermind behind the coming attack. Hazrat Abdullah executes the mission with precision, eliminating Khalid bin Sufyan and preventing bloodshed. This expedition exemplifies the Prophet's strategic insights and commitment to preserving peace through innovative means. Now, let's draw some key takeaways from these expeditions. Firstly, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, prioritized the preservation of life above all else. His decision to eliminate a single individual to prevent widespread bloodshed reflects his unwavering commitment to compassion and mercy. Secondly, these expeditions underscore the Prophet's, peace be upon him, strategic brilliance in the face of adversity. He devised innovative solutions to safeguard his community, demonstrating unparalleled leadership and foresight. Lastly, these historical accounts challenge misconceptions about Islam and the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Contrary to false narratives, the Prophet advocated for the protection of innocent lives, even within conflict. His teachings emphasized sanctity of human life and the pursuit of peace. And that's it for this week's discussion. Remember, brothers and sisters, we shouldn't forget to try listen to all of beloved Huzoor's sermons, as it's filled with blessings and so much more interesting things for us to learn. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.
Jazakallah Ruhail for bringing us this week's Friday Sermon Summary. As always, if you missed the live broadcast, be sure to watch it on any of MTA's various platforms. Well, as you know, at the start of Season 3, we've been giving you reports of the ongoing conflict in Gaza. So, Ghani is here with us today to tell us the latest.
Jazakallah Nasser. We go to the UN first, where the General Assembly voted to expand Palestine's rights and privileges. 143 countries voted in favour, 9 against, and 25 abstained in Friday's vote. While the vote does not make any difference on the ground, it paves way for future full UN membership as a country in its own right. In Gaza this week, Israeli forces bombarded areas of Rafah as the previous safe haven came under attack. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu dismissed US President Joe Biden's threat to withhold weapons from Israel if it attacks the southern Gaza city. The latest round of negotiations in Cairo ended without a deal after Hamas said it agreed to the terms. Israel rejected it, saying it would proceed with its operation in Rafah. Rafah's population is around 200,000, but since the war, around 1.4 million people are believed to be sheltering there after northern Gaza was attacked. For the past 7 months, as conflict has raged, our beloved Huzoor, Eiffel Tower bin Nasr Aziz, has consistently called for peace and justice to prevail.
Let us remind ourselves of Huzoor's guidance over these past months.
ऐसे हालात में मुसलमान मुल्कों को कम से कम होश के नाखून लेने चाहिए, अपने इख्तिलाफात मिटाकर अपनी वहदत को कायम करना चाहिए. अगर मुसलमानों को यह हिदायत अल्लाह ताला ने अहले किताब से ताल्लुकात बेहतर करने के लिए दी है कि तालो इला कलिमतिन सवाइन बैनना व बैनकुम, इस कलमे की तरफ आ जाओ जो हमारे और तुम्हारे दरमियान मुश्तरक है, अल्लाह ताला की ज़ात है. तो मुसलमान जिनका कलमा मुकम्मल तौर पर एक है, क्यों इख्तिलाफात ख़त्म करके इकट्ठे नहीं हो सकते? बस सोचें और अपनी इबादत को कायम करें, और यही दुनिया से फसाद दूर करने का ज़रिया हो सकता है. इसी तरह मुसलमान ममालिक को, जैसा कि मैंने पहले भी कहा था, एक होकर और एक आवाज़ होकर बोलना चाहिए. अगर दुनिया के 53 ममालिक कहे जाते हैं मुसलमान हैं, एक आवाज़ में बोलें तो ये बड़ी ताकत होगी और इसका असर भी होगा फिर, वरना इक्का दुक्का आवाज़ें जो हैं कोई असर नहीं रखती. और यही एक तरीका है दुनिया में अमन कायम करने का और इस जंग के ख़ात्मे का. बस मुसलमान ममालिक को दुनिया को तबाही से बचाने के लिए अपना किरदार अदा करने की भरपूर कोशिश करनी चाहिए. अल्लाह ताला इनको तौफीक भी दे इसकी. सब कुछ ख़बरों में आ रहा है, आप सबके सामने सूरत हाल है, इसलिए अहमदियों को दुआओं की तरफ ख़ास तवज्जो देनी चाहिए. रिलैक्स ना हो जाएं, कम अज़ कम किसी एक नमाज में एक सजदा तो ज़रूर अदा करना चाहिए, उसमें दुआ करनी चाहिए. मुसलमान हुकूमतें भी आवाज़ उठाती हैं आजकल, तो बड़ी कमज़ोर आवाज़ है. बाज़ आवाज़ें उठी हैं, इससे ज़्यादा ज़ोरदार आवाज़ तो बाज़ गैर मुस्लिम लोगों और सियासतदानों और हुकूमतों ने उठाई हैं. अल्लाह ताला मुसलमानों में भी जुर्रत और हिकमत पैदा फरमाए. मुसलमान मुल्कों को ही अल्लाह ताला हिम्मत दे कि अपने आवाज़ में ज़ोर पैदा करें और हकीकत में एक बन के इस जुल्म के ख़िलाफ़ आवाज़ उठाएं और उसको ख़त्म करने की कोशिश करें। फ़लस्तीन के लिए मैं दुआ के लिए कहता रहता हूँ। अब ये मुसलमान मुल्कों का हाल हो गया है, बजाय इसके कि इकट्ठे होकर फ़लस्तीन को बचाने की फ़िक्र करें, ख़ुद मुसलमानों ने लड़ना शुरू कर दिया और पाकिस्तान और ईरान में भी अब सुना है चक्कर शुरू हो गई है, एक दूसरे पे बम भी मारे इन्होंने। तो ये ख़तरनाक सूरत हाल पैदा हो रही है। अल्लाह ताला ही मुसलमान मुल्कों को, लीडरों को अकल और समझ अता फरमाए। इनके लिए भी दुआ करें, अल्लाह ताला हकीकत में इनको अपना मकसद को समझने की तौफीक दे और एक उम्मत वाहिदा बनने वाले होंगे। फ़लस्तीन के लोगों के लिए भी दुआ करते रहें। वो भी हालात लगता है कि बेहतर हो रहे हैं, फिर ख़राब हो जाते हैं। ये डिटाई से काम ले रहे हैं जो इसराइली हुकूमत, अल्लाह ताला उनको उनके जुल्म से निजात दिलवाए जल्दी और मुसलमानों को भी अपना हक़ अदा करने की तौफीक अता फरमाए।
Let us continue to pray and make all the efforts that Huzoor has instructed us in to do our part, such as donating to Humanity First for humanitarian relief.
Jazakallah Ghani for that update. Our next report, we are going all the way to France, where our team is taking us on a visit to a very iconic landmark. Let's take a look.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Today, I'm going to take you back in time to show you the incredible history of the Eiffel Tower. Are you ready? Let's go back in time. 1999, and guess what's happening? Something big, the construction of the Eiffel Tower. It was Mr. Gustave Eiffel who had the crazy idea of building that tower. It was so big that it was the biggest building at its time. It's made out of iron and it's 300 meters tall. It's like 3 football grounds. So why did they build that giant tower? They built the Eiffel Tower to show the world French genius. And they built it also to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the French Revolution. The Eiffel Tower is like a giant gift for France. And did you know? The Eiffel Tower took over 18,000 pieces to build it. And guess how long it took to build it? 2 years, 2 months, and 5 days. It's quite quick for such a big tower. And what's it for the fascinating history of the Eiffel Tower? A tower who has become the symbol of France because of its incredible history and his attraction. See you next time. Allah Hafiz.
Jazakallah for that report. This season, we've been with you for 32 episodes, but now it's time to say a much longer farewell.
That's right. So many of our team members, both on and off camera, including both of us, will be going into school exam soon, which means we'll be taking our summer break from RoundUp after this episode.
But don't worry, RoundUp will be back after what should be a very packed summer of exams, jalsa, travelling, and lots of background work to bring you lots of great reports next season.
Stay connected to our social media channels throughout the summer as we bring you lots of new content and behind the scenes of what our team is up to. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
But Ghani, we can't just end the season like this. We've got to give our viewers what they always want at the end of every season.
That's true. So let's do it then. Stay tuned for the season 3 bloopers. But for now, that's it from the two of us. Well, for the last time, Assalamu alaikum. What are you doing, boss?
I need to see your last lines. I know what to talk.
Outrageous! No, I got this. Watch, I'll do it my own way.
No,
Right.
because I have an outro. Before we go, don't forget to follow.
Yeah, we both have an outro, so we'll both say it together.
No, I'm not memorizing my lines. It's actually not. Whoa.
It's the same thing we've said for the past 2 years.
It's not.
Yes, it
Oh,
is.
it is. Go.
That's outrageous. Oh, mate, could be here for a decade. Nasser and I hope that you learned something new today about Ramadan.
Oh, it's me. No.
I'll do it. Shh, shh.
No.
It's okay.
Read the script.
Shh, shh.
Just follow that.
Your earpiece! He hasn't even got his earpiece on. Outrageous.
No. He
No,
looked
we're
MCU
gonna
as well.
have to.
Did you look MCU?
Because we were in conversation. Yeah, start again.
I was so. I don't even know what I said. I just waffled. Whoa.
Has that gone in there?
I think so. Let's just try it. Let's see what happens.
No, it's our third mistake. It's outrageous.
You really, I don't know why I'm saying it to you. I think you said it to you, but yeah. You really don't want to miss these absolutely lovely installments.
Loads of great behind-the-scenes content for you. Who made that line so long?
Why are you gonna be like, I'm gonna say something?
A lot of behind-the-scenes content.
Until next time.
Assalamu alaikum.
Would you laugh?
Right. We're literally so close now, so you just don't need to laugh in that last bit.
खुदाए मेहरबान का है बड़ा एहसान MTA 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 सुलगती धूप में बातें सबा की बात करता है बुतों के शहर में रह के खुदा की बात करता है जफा के दौर में सब्रो रजा की बात करता है ये फैजान मोहम्मद मुस्तफा की बात करता है मसीहा आ चुका करता है ये ऐलान MTA खुदाए मेहरबान का है बड़ा एहसान MTA खुदाए मेहरबान का है बड़ा एहसान MTA